Hi, everybody, and welcome. Last week we had a crazy awesome show. Many thanks to Danny from Ghost Machine for showing up and keeping me straight on my facts, and the rest of the Ghost Machine fans that came over from the fan page to, get all my details straight. I read a lot of stuff, so sometimes it gets sideways. And then we're going to start. I don't know if we'll be able to finish everything, but we're going to start on the Energon Universe for the things that I have. I brought everything. Everything. Oh, except for I probably forgot to bring my graphic novels for Hornsby and Sisterhood. I'll have to get those afterwards. So if you know anybody that you think should be into these universes, like you're already into them, and you're like, man, somebody needs to be all about these, and you want to hear about them from somebody that is kind of low-key obsessed with both of these universes, this is the time to tag your friends, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss these shows. I like the theming shows, so I'm going to probably continue on with my themes because it allows you to get exposed to everything from a universe or from a line or for a character or those kinds of things. It's very helpful instead of having a bunch of this and a bunch of that. So I hope you guys like it. Give me some feedback if you guys have a chance. I would love that. I am going to come right back and say you the stuff on this board. I spent some time in the warehouse today going through and seeing what I had stashed in there. Like low-key have a feeling that I have more stuff that I'm going to unearth as I've haven't gone through every single thing that we own. But if I find them, I will let you guys know so you guys get access to them. I found some really cool stuff, actually. I actually found our free comic book day Energon Universe books. They were the stuff that came out before everything launched. So those will be kind of cool to have. I don't know how people feel about free comic book day books as they pertain to first appearances and things, but I figure they're low expense enough that they're probably a good thing to buy and put away. I see that TJ's here, Ken is here, Pablo is at the barber's getting his hair did, and as I've got a pre-approval purchase for him for one of every Ghost Machine so he can finish up the collection he started last week. And Jason Smith's here. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I forgot to bring my drink. I'm going to be all dry mouth by the time I'm done, y'all. All right, so as promised, I am going to tackle and finish all of our awesome stuff from Ghost Machine. I'm going to leave that craziness until the very end of the show because it's the one book that I had put away because I could not find it for sale or have been sold or even have, maybe even Ghost Machine doesn't know what it is.
We can confirm. We know what it is.
Okay, go.
What is worth? I don't know yet, but it is a Geiger #1 Francis Maniple.
It is
from one of the Fan Expo shows.
Okay.
This is what we can confirm.
There's no history of them being bought or sold. So anyway, I'm going to start in the horror and okay, Danny. I just don't know how many, if there was 2 made or 20 made or 5,000 made. That kind of gives me an idea for value. You're the best.
Well, yeah. So Danny's working on it, but also I'm like knee deep in my database, and it's the same cover as Geiger 6, except Geiger 6 wasn't glow in the dark and had trade dress.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on that one, and I will have more information soon.
Okay, so the horror end of this universe for Ghost Machine. Remember, they're all tied together. The timeline shows where they are. Started out with Hyde Street, and then surprise gave us Devour. So I'm going to do Hyde Street first. I'm going to show you everything that I have. I do it in reverse here. I don't have any ones. I will just tell you that, and I apologize. But I'm going to give you the reverse. So, very scary, Jeff John writes. So, this one is number 9, and it says, "You said you wanted me to give you a prettier smile." I've got multiple, so this one I'm going to put on over here for Pablo so he can start his horror goodness. Thanks, Danny. I didn't mean to make your whole day stop on a dime for my information purposes. Here is number 8. It's very meta because he's reading Hyde Street. Who's reading Hyde Street? Who's reading Hyde Street? A couple covers for number 8. Let me see if I can tell you the difference here. Okay, this is number 8, cover C. That's Kyle Hotz. And I've got 8, cover B, Gary Frank, which has got like a zombie jazzercise going on the front cover. I'm just going to guess which one Pablo wants. Pablo, if you want whatever every cover, let me know. I'm gonna get at least one of each for you.
Those zombies were representing the Brain Fonda workout tapes.
The Brain Fonda. That's the best. All right, number 7. I've got almost all of the covers for this. This is cover A, Ivan Rice. I think I'm saying his name right. Could be wrong. Reese. Uh, 7, cover B, Borges. Seven, cover C, Danny Mickey. Six, cover B, Portella. A couple of those. Six, cover A, more Reese. I got number 5s. Cover A. What's going on there? Ugh. No. And then I've got number 3, just one copy. I don't know. What do you guys think? I cannot stand creepy kids. Like, I don't like black-eyed kids either, because scary. And then this was the little surprise one shot that we kind of missed. I don't know when we were ordering it. So this is the second printing of Devour. It said it happened on Hyde Street Get thin or die trying. Is anyone watching Beauty? I heard that it was really great. All right. Now this is Sisterhood. I think I have enough for everybody to get a run, honestly. We're at number 5 in the series, and I think that's the finish of the series. So it's all about this. Oh, that's not her. Hold on. This girl who's member of was it sorority, and something happens. I think someone gets killed, and then that ghost comes and I think inhabits her, and it's all crazy, all kinds of crazy. I can't find 4 anywhere. What? You can find number 4 here. So I have number 5. What's special about 4, Danny? Is there a first appearance in there that I don't know about? There's number 4. Yeah, I read all of them. My old brain may not remember everything about it. There's number 3. Of the horror part of the universe, Sisterhood's been my favorite. You can tell because I read all of them for review. There's number 2. And the number 1s just have like crazy covers. There is number 1. And I have all first prints in it. We never reordered anything. We ordered strongly on this one because we felt embarrassed about not getting all the Devour. Okay. So we're out of the horror end of the universe and into the family odysseys part of the universe, which don't read that to mean that it's only for kids. It's definitely not. It is 100% awesome. So we're going to start with Hornsby and Halo. The Hornsby and Halo is cool. So the premise is it's kind of like this experiment, right? Nurture versus nature, in which we have a demon and an angel, and they get switched from where their roles were originally supposed to be and put with families from the opposite thing. So the angel is being raised by a kind of a demonic family, and the little devil kiddo is being raised by a very sweet family. And the thing is that those families, like the bad family is really, really, really bad. And the good family still finds themselves in trouble in some of these issues. And so these two individuals are good friends. So it's a little bit like, you know, when you have a friend that is from a different background, lifestyle, whatever, that's an interesting kind of like part of it. There's no romance that I can tell yet, but they're kind of growing up. And I don't know. It's really a cool premise, and I like it a lot. We're going to go backwards. I have 1 copy of number 13. This looks like it probably came out during the holidays because look, there's all of Christmas presents. I have 1 number 12. I think the last one I read was like they all ended up away, and the good family ended up in trouble for how they were getting their donation money for charity, or giving their donation money for charity. And then I can't remember, the bad family did something so terrible. Here's number 11. Number 10. Blow it out. Number 9. Looks like they're in a fun house. That's what they look like in their like human forms. Number 8. Oh no, no 7s. That's not possible. How is that happening? Here is 6. We've got 2 covers. There's them all fighting. And then here is the variant cover. It's so cool because it has like it reminds me of Stranger Things, where it has like the upside down. So you can kind of see what they really look like.
It's a Demogorgon.
Demogorgons, thank you. Number 5, this is them facing the adjudicator, making me use all my big words today. I'm going to a convention on Saturday that's at the University of Houston downtown. I know all about it because Krista Gearing, who is going to be doing shows on our network eventually about true crime, because there are a professor there, the Criminal Justice Department. And they are the go-to person for all information about serial killers specifically. So if you guys are excited about true crime, you guys should definitely make sure you're tuning in when we get there. There's number 4. I like that there's Kitty Cat. Number 3. Number 2, motorcycle. And then 1, I have both first prints and second prints here. So there's the first print, number 1s, which I can't believe we still have on the wall. And then if you're collecting the second prints, all the second prints for the whole series thing is they're always this bright yellow. So I think they're really cool looking. And then last but not least, for our Ghost Machine stuff, is Rocketfellers. It's a kind of a futuristic family out of time. They get stuck back in our time after coming from the future. And everything is so difficult. They actually come with their grandpa. The grandpa's with them. And what else can I tell you about it to get you hooked? I know that there's a show that kind of feels like this a little bit. It was a animated show where it was a family of like future-y kind of people. Kyle, does it tickle your memory banks at all?
What? I'm sorry. I was
like a show. There was a movie about a family, kind of like it was a futuristic kind of family.
The Jetsons?
No, it was probably in 2000s.
Oh, I don't know.
It's gonna come to me if I just.
It'll come to me at 2 a.m. this morning. In the morning.
I was up till 3.
Right, but at 2 a.m. I can't very well tell you.
Oh, that's true. Here is number 11. So this is where it currently is. I love this cover so much. To me, it looks like it's an homage to one of the early Beastie Boys albums, but still going. Ooh, experts are still working on it. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Danny. Here's number 10. See, here's where you start to see references to each other. See, the girl's wearing a Geiger outfit. This one's wearing a Rook outfit. That's wearing the Hyde glasses. There is the mom is wearing a red coat. I feel like I should know the reference for the grandpa. And one of them has like the dog. They've added a head too, so it looks like Barney. See, it's a cool cover. That's number 10. feel like everyone should get that just for the smartness of the cover art. It's Manipal. Here's number 9. Oh, this looks like really scary. That's really scary. I need to look and see where this fits in the whole shebang. Here's Dad working on something special. Number 8. The Phil of the Future from Disney. No, it really was a family. My dumminess. I also have a B cover. Kyle Hotz, B or C. I'm going to go home and look at my DVDs from the house, and I'm sure it will come to me. There's number 7. Uh-oh. I think I recognize that baddie from somewhere else. All right, I got to see what this is. Hold, please. This is number 7, but it's an homage. So it's a Kirby homage with a doggy there. Their doggy, family dog, instead of the whatever that crazy thing coming out of the ground is in the real cover. I have 1 copy of number 6. Here's number 5. There's the doggy. I forgot the doggy's name. The doggy's name is Rex. Of course the dog's name is Rex. Every dog's name is Rex, if it's not Max. Right? There's number 4. A couple number 3s. There's the Manipal cover. I feel like it's Meet the Somebodies. And a different cover. And then for number 1s, I have 1 copy of the 3rd printing by Manipal. And then I've got the 2nd printing. And we're going to leave that craziness until later. All right. Now we're moving to Energon Universe. So if you are not familiar with the Energon Universe, this is Robert Kirkman et al. Getting permission from Hasbro to kind of like play as much as they want in that universe. I don't really know if they ever got any like real specific guidelines. It is Meet the Robinson. Thank you. That's why it's making me crazy, because it's close to Rocketfellers and I kept on saying it can't be that. Thanks, TJ. Thanks, Unknown. Right? They're all kind of spacey people, right? Little future folks making robots and stuff. So it kind of launched with the Void Rivals title, which is a very interesting title because it doesn't really have anything to do with the G.I. Joe or Transformers characters. It is a whole new set of characters, and those characters are from 2 different kind of like warring planets, and they just happen to, in the middle of a battle, both crash land on this planetoid. And weirdly, in the background, if you're paying attention, you can see that on that planetoid also there are some broken up things that are, I think, probably Transformers. But so the only way that these 2 people can get off of the planet is by, I mean, there's the whole first issue is really about them kind of like butting heads about it. But they realize that they're going to get off of there and make it to anywhere without dying, that they're going to have to take the parts of their 2 ships and put them together. And then they're going to have to decide which of their 2 home planets they're going to go to, which means whoever the other person is, they're definitely going to go to jail right away, which is what happens when they get there. And that's how the whole thing starts. So, not quite Romeo and Juliet, but that whole idea of, you know, your enemy is your enemy until you need each other to survive. So I do have the free comic book day Energon Universe special. You just saw me pull them straight out of the original plastic thing that they came in as a big bindle. They're $3 a piece. They're unstamped, of course. As many as you want until I run out of them is fine. And then I also have the Energon Universe 2025 free comic book day book. The same, unstamped, all that stuff. And those get a little more into having some obvious characters that are part of it. All right, since we talked about Void Rivals, we're going to do Void Rivals first, which right now is in the middle of its quintessence war. All right, I'm going to go from one end to the other here. And Pablo, if you're watching, I got your stuff for Ghost Machine. I just didn't know if you needed anything for Energon, so you'll have to help me find out. Okay. I have 2 copies of Void Rivals #1. They're 9th prints, but they're really cool 9th prints. So this one's the color 9th print of #1, and it's just $5. And this is the black and white. I can't remember if there was any difference in the ordering, if one's 1 in 10 or anything, but that one's $5 also. I just missed you, Brendan. I came in and I was like desperately putting things on the wall here, so I didn't run out of time space. I also have a #1 8th printing for $5. That's what they look, those 2 guys look like in their spacesuits. I think this is a first print. I got a Void Rivals first print just sitting on the wall over there. That is crazy town. Yep. That is 100% of Void Rivals #1 first print for cover price. You guys are going to score today if you want it. And then I have a 6th printing #1, and it is also 5. Okay, and then I skip a few, and I have a ton of #4. That is, I think, like the ruler of one of their planets. He's real pissed off whenever they bring the wrong person home. You were supposed to pew pew that person. #8, their cover price. $10. 11. 13. 15. Then you get some very clearly some Transformer references, even on the front covers here. 16. 17. 18. 19. Some of these I only have one of, so 20 I've got one. 21 I have one. 23 I've got one. 24 I've got one. And 26 I've got one. It's part 2 of the Quintessence War. These things are terrifying. And if you don't want to like get a bunch of individual issues, I do have one of every graphic novel. We're waiting on a big restock, but I do have the volume 1, which is a $17 one. This is 1 through 6. Volume 2 has 7 through 12. Number 3 is got 13 through 18. And 4 has 19 through 24. We sell so many graphic novels from this universe. It's just like with Ghost Machine. We can barely keep them in. It's crazy town. Okay. And then I have, they had a special last year called the Energon Universe, which give you kind of a roadmap of where it's going. And there is the A cover and the B cover. There's cover price, which is $4. I like this one because they're at a record store. Actually, yeah, it looks like a record store. Record store, and then on the counter, someone's got their Transformer figures. Okay, Transformers time. The early issues for Transformers are so hard to find. People come in all the time looking for individual ones, and I just don't have them. But I do have this set. This came from a consignor, so and they're all minty goodies. But this one is 1 through 6. I don't know the cover for each of them, whether they're all A covers or not. But this whole set is just $100. Nope, you did not miss G.I. Joe. I haven't touched it yet. We're actually working our way up the board right now. We're doing Transformers. We've done all of the Ghost Machine. I've done Energon Universe, Free Comic Book Day books, Void Rivals, and Energon Universe. And then I have 3 copies left of I think this is all I've got. This is Transformers #1. This one is a store exclusive for someone else that they traded to me for them. And they're $15. They're kind of neat because I think they're made to feel more like the original stuff. So it's a little bit newsprinty. And it's Soundwave. Doesn't everyone like Soundwave? All right, and this is literally all the Transformers regular issues I have that aren't in that big old pile over there. Oops, there's one. Okay, so here we go. This is it. You're looking at G.I. Joe in the store earlier. I mean, it's a really... I will tell you where I would spend my money for storyline because it's the part that I love the most. But the whole universe is pretty darn flawless. I love it. Okay, I also have Transformers #5, 4th printing, just one of them. All these are cover price things I'm showing you now. And then these are my favorite, like, extra printing things that they've done. All the second printings for all the Transformers line all have one character on them. So if you wanted to make a full set, it would be a fun hunt, but they did look really cool next to each other. There's #11, second print. Sorry that I don't know my Transformers enough to be able to tell you who each person is. There's 13's second print. I have a 14 first print. That one's Daniel Warren Johnson cover. You found it? You know where it came from? Okay, 2024 New York Comic Con exclusive. Ah, awesome. I'm going to look it up that way and see if I can find it at all. Thank you, Danny. I just couldn't find it listed anyway. I looked it up. I was just using like con exclusive, glow in the dark. I even looked up just Geiger #1. It didn't come up. Thank you. So she's talking about this right here, which there's no comps for at all. Dude, I know, right? This is #15, another Daniel Warren Johnson cover. I think that's a 15A. I don't even know where I got it, Danny. Did I go to New York Comic Con in 2024? Maybe? Maybe I did. All right, and then this awesomeness. This is Transformers #15 blank. Love blanks. There's #18, second print. That is, I believe that's a disarmed, literally disarmed Megatron. Oh, maybe I did pick it up from you. Yeah, I went like first thing, and I'm going to do that again this year. Went first thing to go see Danny at the booth. And I basically just did a strafing run and be like, I'll take all that. all that. Dimension X, nice. Number 19 second print. That is definitely one of the cons of some sort. Here's number 20, Daniel Warren Johnson cover. '24 second print. That's one of the Constructicons. Bling. Someone's buying stuff right now. And then I have number 25 as blanks, but they have two different ones. There's Decepticons and Autobots covers for that one. That's the only difference between them. They're blanks, and that's the difference. All right. And here are the Transformers graphic novels that I have in stock right now. Although I bet we have some that just came in. Okay, so if you need Transformers graphic novels and you can't find them where you are, I would say buy these things when you can find them. Because even for graphic novels, I feel like things are running out of print fairly often. Think about Absolute Batman and those kinds. This is volume 1. Those are 17. I have volume 2s. Those are 17. I have one volume 3 left. Also 17. It's time for G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe time. Okay. I'm going to do the little side series first, because in my brain, the side series happened first, but you guys can call me on that if that is incorrect. So to me, these little side series, which were 5 issues long, I think, were some of the best storytelling. I love them. So this is the one that follows Duke. And just like when you think about the way things were told for like Absolute Batman, all the Absolutes, they're not the origin stuff and the way you meet them. That's all different. You will be very much entertained, but not pissed off because they don't make it so that you don't recognize the characters at all. It's not like there's like Duke behaves like Duke, but everything else is cool. Here you go. This is, I'm going to first print number 1 at cover price. That one came in at someone's collection. I still have these awesome 1 in 25s at $10 that look just like the vintage action figure packing backers. Some word that makes sense is going to come out of my mouth. I have number 2 first print. Number 2 second print follows the same kind of thing as the Transformers did, where it is a cool figure on the front. This is, of course, the Baroness. And you're thinking to yourself, why is the Baroness on a Duke book? Well, it's because the Baroness is part of G.I. Joe. Duh. Number 3. It's got 2 covers. It's got this one where he's got his binoculars and then a Baroness and him. I have one number 4 with all his dudes and one number 5. All right, here's the other side hustles, as they say. By the way, you guys' brains are going to explode for the number, all the different versions of number 1 I have. It's got crazy down. All right, let me make sure I've got all my Destro together. All right, and then there's a whole cool tale about Destro. So when all of these storylines eventually converge into the main universe, you understand that their motivations and what they're up to is different than it ever is. I mean, Destro, of course, is always going to be for himself, but this is way more a Destro for himself than we are normally used to. Here is number 1 in 25 ratio. Those are $10. Okay, Justin, I will start. Here is a number 1. That is the cover B. And then I've got a number 2, 3, 4. Look at that coat. He's looking dapper. And number 5. TJ, you say that like we're not going to do that at some point. I've been thinking about doing a Girls of Dynamite because, I mean, we just had Red Sonja and Vampirilla fighting it out with DC characters and DCKO, so I figure maybe people might want to know more about it. This was my favorite of all the series, so Scarlet as a standalone series felt way more like if you put together Black Widow with 007, like a serious 007 film, so it's more about spycraft. I don't have a full run of this, however. I recommend the graphic novel for here or just picking up some of these and filling it in. I have number 1. It looks like this is a first print number 1. I have a number 2. And I have a number 5. Again, that's my favorite of the little series. And not just because she's a ginger, although that factors in. You know what? People have for a long time given Dynamite a hard time about all of their variant covers. But as I like to say, they wouldn't make them if no one bought them. So if they made like 29 covers or whatever it is, but no one ordered them, then they would quickly stop doing that. So it's clear that people are ordering them, right?
But guys, if this was a Dynamite book, we would only get through one issue and then the variants in an hour-long episode.
Do you guys remember? I still have almost all of them. I do, Justin. I'm going to pull those out of this pile in just a second. I won in a charity auction one of every single Thundercats cover. And that was everyone's exclusives. That was every high ratio. And there were some really terrific covers. Don't regret that.
Was that last year or was that the year before?
I think that was the year before. Can't remember what I got last year. I do try to win the Dynamite thing, whatever is being offered, because I like all that stuff. Danny, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna keep selling all the awesome Ghost Machine. I'll let you know about the one that you did all the research for. That would be a short box. It is a short box. It actually was more than a short box when I first got them. All right. And for Cobra Commander, this one might have been the very first one, so I don't remember 100% what the aim was. I feel like he shows up and has to survive on his own. Like all of this stuff happens way before, Cobra or G.I. Joe is formed. So they're just like individual people. You owe me an email and I owe you money. So that seems fair. Cobra Commander number 1. This is first print at cover price. What's in the box right now? We're doing Energon Universe. I'm in the middle of Cobra Commander. I have number 2. I have number 3. Someone's getting tortured. And number 4.
Just to answer Elvis's question, if I look in the box next to me, the first tab I can see is John Sable Freelance. So no one wants this box.
No one wants that box. But what's in the box is there?
If all that's in it is John Sable Freelance.
Mm-hmm.
But right. I'm sure there's also Justice League in here.
Nava, I got your Scarlet. I'm assuming you're wanting one. Tell me if that is a mistake. So I have graphic novel for Scarlet, so you can read the whole thing and not have to hunt anything down. That's 15. If you liked my pitch, here's the Duke run, and that one is 15. And the Cobra Commander is 15. It looks like I, for some reason, don't have a Destro one, so I'll get busy to ordering that. How's that? Okay. Here is the Gojo. Number 1. Perfect. I got you. All right. So these are all going to be G.I. Joe number 1. So please don't type in G.I. Joe number 1. I will be so confused because the lag in the system will mean maybe what you're seeing is something I showed 2 minutes ago. So just know, call it what I call it. Whatever crazy thing I make up to call it that. Okay? Deal? Deal. SF's in the house. And Elvis is here and everybody's here. And by the way, if you watch the show, like you came late, you can watch the review. The only thing that I've pulled and people have already purchased is that one of every of the Ghost Machine went already to Pablo. So if you're watching it and you like saw me putting things up, that was because he pre-told me during the show if things didn't get claimed, he wanted them. So, all right, I have left only 2 blanks from the G.I. Joe number 1. There is the Cobra blank and of course the Joe blank for number 1. We are doing the Energon Universe and we finished up the Ghost Machine. Okay, number 1.
I've been having this brain problem with G.I. Joe today.
What?
Thinking about this stuff. Well, so when I was growing up, I would watch the G.I. Joe cartoon, and it either was right after or right before Inspector Gadget.
I love Inspector
So I've been trying to think of what was the name of the white cat that the guy had in G.I. Joe. And it's because the guy had a white cat in Inspector Gadget, not G.I. Joe.
Isn't it Mr. Bigglesworth? Pretty sure.
No, that's from
No.
Austin Powers.
Just go with it. G.I. Joe number 1. I have First Prince. I have no idea how this is possible. It was a gorgeous wraparound cover. I think it's because I ordered a ton of them. I kind of saw the writing on the wall. Kirkman's in charge of a universe. Maybe I should take these with me to the convention.
Yeah, whatever doesn't sell is going in Miss Jen's bag to come to Comics Pro.
That would make sense.
And they're going to be significantly more expensive once Robert Kirkman writes his name on them.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see if he's going to have an autograph session or no.
Well, if only you knew someone who was like going to be responsible for his keynote address and will be like doing tech check with him and
I just don't want to be that person
privately.
I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that just assumes I can do such things. All right. I was organizing them to get them all together. Okay, so that's B. That's C. Okay. Here we go. Was Mr. Big the guy with the metal arm? Uh-huh. Yep.
No,
here
Mr.
is
Big
number
the
1.
B. Mr. Big is the guy who's married to Carrie Bradshaw, I've been told.
That's right. Unless they broke up and then not married. Number 1, C. That's got Zaymot Tomet. Okay, I have one of these. This is the foil mask. I think it wraps around too. One. Got 1. I have the 1. Homage. I think it's an homage and not a facsimile. Let's look. I cannot remember. Oh, this is a G.I. Joe Real American Hero Larry Hama cut. And then,
Hey, Miss Jen, just as an aside, one of our longtime frequent guests on the EXP is wrestling currently right now on television.
oh,
The Rodrageous Rod Lee.
I love Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Rod's good at playing Nuclear Warfare.
He is very
That's what
good.
I know about him.
I just remembered that he was on tonight and turned it on just in time to see him go running into the ring.
Go run! And then I have the second printing number ones. There were 2 covers, as you would expect, a Cobra and a Joe.
Oh my God. I've decided we're going to do an exclusive with them where we're going to do one that's a Cobra and then one that's you. So there could be a Cobra and a Commander.
Me as Scarlet.
Just, yeah.
No one wants a picture of me. G.I. Joe Volume 1 is 17, and Volume 2 is 17, if you want to play catch-up on the Joes. All right, is anyone interested in the individual issues of Joe? Let me know. Because just for lack of time, I wanted to definitely get to these 2 things before the end of the show. Jen Scarlet cosplay cover.
I feel like that's probably a cosplay you've done in your illustrious cosplay career.
Oh, Frog needs number 7. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's see if I have it. I can do this really fast. I'm timing it out here so I don't miss getting to do it. Okay, here we go. I have number 2, 1 in 25 for $8. I have number 2, First Prince for cover price. I have number 3, C cover. Number 3, 1 in 25 ratio variant for $6. Number 4 for cover price. Number 5 for cover price. Number 6A. 6B, that's a Derek Chew cover. I have 1 copy of number 7. Frog gets to claim it if that one's an acceptable cover for him. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I don't know why this one's got a janky bag. Let's fix it.
So while she does that, guys, just as a report, an update on the wrestling, our friend Rodney, again, who's a frequent guest on the experience, is currently wrestling a guy who comes to the ring with a goose head on a stick, but it's like a giant rubber Halloween mask of a goose head, not like an actual goose head. Wrestling is weird. It's even weirder when you're working and have to turn the sound off, so you don't actually know what's going on. You just see a guy with a goose head on a stick wrestling your friend.
That's hilarious. All right, Frog. And it goes back in the mix. Okay. There's number 13, which is the first part of the Dreadnought War. And then I have got number 13, which is Mark Spears. I don't know why I did it this way. Now I gotta put it back in reverse order. I'll do that after the show. Okay. Where's my fancy dancy books that I just had? Okay. All right. If you're looking for hard to get rare books, This is a Geiger. Number 1, Mad Ghost Blank. I'm selling it for its cover price, which is $10, or the price that I have on it, which is $10. After the show, I'm going to mark it up to what it's worth. I have 1 copy. I just dug through my blanks, and this just happened to be in there, so I was like happy about that. They are like hen's teeth. You can go to their booth at a convention, and sometimes they'll have remarked ones, but they're $500. $500. Here you go. Here's my rarer than rare rares. This is Geiger number 1, 2024 New York Comic Con glow in the dark. No trade dress variant. This is $150. There are no sales comps for this book. There's nothing being offered right now on the internet, and I cannot find any sold comps. This is a true rare anomaly. It took the home office, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to track it down.
Well, apparently, so what you don't know is that we had to text Cotton, who had to text other people.
Oh my.
To find out. And apparently the only inventory record that has ever existed, because that was originally handled by Midtown for New York Comic Con, is low. There was never a number given for how many were printed. Just the word low.
Okay. So there you guys go. If you ever want
So I'm guessing 150 is half of what that should be.
Awesome. Just found a bill in my books. Comcast Business. Good. It's just junk mail.
Oh, I thought you meant like a dollar bill, or like that time you found the Texas what was it called? The redback in the back of a comic the one time.
All right. Did anyone come in late? Have any questions? Want me to fill any issues in for you? Let me know. This weekend, I am going to be at University of Houston downtown for their GatorCon. Come and support it if you're a local, please. It is run by the student body. The last one they had was pre-pandemic, and it was wonderful. So if you want to just go and have a time to go and shop and enjoy some student-led panels and those kinds of things, you should. TJ, Mad Ghost was what they had as a company name before they became Ghost Machine. So if you find things that say Mad Ghost on them, it's from the first run of 6. Oops, sorry.
So that's the 2001 run. Or 2021, sorry.
Yeah. Which we confirmed is unique, not the same as the new run. So
correct.
And then Saturday night, I still don't know what I'm going to be doing. I put out an option to do a record show. But if not, I got a bunch of stuff I've done. The Geiger Glow in the Dark is the 2024 New York Comic Con exclusive. There are no comps. Blank goes to Nava.
Oh, thank God.
No, it is $150, and I'll regret selling it if it sells, but that's the way life goes. Can't hold everything.
Yeah, if one of you guys hadn't claimed that blank, I was gonna after the show, and I really appreciate you guys saving me the money.
That would be a cool thing to take, though.
Well, and I know
record show.
I know. Ooh, there you go, Elvis. Good claim.
Yeah. Congrats. You have.
Would you be shocked to know that I predicted
everybody
that before the show? I predicted exactly how that would go before the show. Anyway,
stay tuned. What's next, Kyle?
The Geek Chats are talking Boss Battle.
Ooh.
And then we have Sketch Up with Mel and Mog, where they will have a bunch of great guests, including Marissa Pope, Sophie Cox, Chris Enott, and Fred Schwartz will be talking about his current crowdfunder, Fisticuffs. Then tomorrow on Order Up, the FOC show, Matthias and I will have no guest. We will be doing an ultra fast show because, well, there are a lot of reasons, but we're going to do an ultra fast show this week, and then next week is going to be a mega sized extra long show because we're going to take Comics Pro week off. So we're going to have extra guests, talk about extra stuff. It's going to be a whole thing. And if he does that, TJ, I will take him off the air.
But you guys should know that I am absolutely going live. It will probably be really late. It'll be California midnight time probably with the exclusives I get every day. And they will not last because they hand us one of everything. So it's like, it's not like I got 29 of these to give you. Got one.
And I will probably be there too. But during Comics Pro Week, we'll be taking the FOC show off.
Right.
Just so we're going to do a big show next week. Then Nick is showing one of his Holy Grail pieces tomorrow night on his show. It won't be for sale. And I'll be real honest. I know what it is. And I know how Nick feels about the artists who create it. And how do I put this? For him to sell it would be an amount of money that none of us have. Like Elon could get there. Like we're talking trillions and like small countries' budgets.
So McFarlane could afford it, is what you're saying.
Huh?
So McFarlane's the only one that could afford it, is what you're saying.
Not even Todd. Like Finland couldn't afford this book or this page. Okay? Just saying. And then Nancy will be doing her usual wonderful vintage and request show. Then remember, no show Sunday night for me and Jay, but we will be on Monday with Poker Night on the EXP. And then I will be, but you'll also have Rex at 6 and Best Coast Comics at 11. Then on Tuesday, we'll have Comics Industry Insiders live. We'll have Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen. We'll have tomorrow's Comics Tuesday. We'll have Kicking It with Henri. Then on Wednesday, Rex will be back with Comic Collectibles. I will be back with the new show, Producer Kyle's Power Hour. And then we will turn around on Thursday and be right back here.
Yep. Do we need to skedaddle, Kyle, or could I show Elvis something real fast?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. So, Elvis, I do have, these are from the original run. Number 1, this is someone else's store exclusive. Those are 15. I have original first print number 1 through 6. I don't know which covers they are. That's $100 for that set. That's the number 1s that I have that are first print. And you can always just send me a DM if you're interested in that. Or you, like I said, you guys could rewatch the show. I'm going to go put these back on the wall because, you know, I took everything down and I have people shopping right now. So just send me a message and I'll go and pull them off for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. These shows are kind of like proof of concept for can we do theme shows that like people were like excited about. So thank you guys for showing me up. The one on the top. Oh, this is just the graphic novel. All right. See you guys next time. Thanks, Cal.